Alright, so greetings from Pennsylvania once again. More specifically, we are in Ridley Creek State Park today. Not too far from Philadelphia, here in Delaware County. And man, it is an absolutely amazing day. Today's March 11th. I usually teach, today's a Thursday, but they have spring break. Couldn't have picked a better day to have spring break. But yeah, it's gonna be, like, I don't have a jacket on, but it's gonna be like a high of like 74 today. So it's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna make the most of it today and hit up a couple of locations. So I am looking for what's called the Hunting Hill Cemetery, or something that's called the Russell Family Cemetery. I'll show you a little bit later on the map roughly where it is. I have never been here. Not sure if we will find it. We should be able to find it. I think there's trails that lead to it. There's not a marked trail on the map that shows you how to get there, but I have some rough coordinates, which hopefully will take us there. And I did bring channel sticker number 8 along. If we do find the cemetery, I'll place it up there. So let's get going. Beautiful day. I parked up along what's called the Gradyville Road. Well, just saw my first butterfly of the year fly off there. I think it was what's called a mourning cloak. So if I see some more, I'll try to get a video of those. They're usually one of the first butterflies to awaken in the spring. They're one of the few butterflies that actually hibernate over the winter. But yeah, I parked up along what's called the Gradyville Road. It goes right through the park. It can be a busy road. And I parked right near Ridley Creek. There was a big D at the parking lot there. So parking lot D is just down the road from the parking lot for the Orange Trail. You know, I'll quick throw up a map, show you where I parked. And the trail I'm initially headed on here. These are some equestrian trails for people out horseback riding. And speaking of Ridley Creek, here it is. Yeah, I was here last fall. I filmed that video of the Witch of Ridley Creek. I actually filmed that up along the Orange Trail. Alright, so there's a big split in the path. We're gonna head to the left. Man, look at that. They did some logging up there. Looks pretty awful. Got some people headed up there. Unfortunately, I think that's one of the hills. And there's two big hills up here, and the cemetery's at the top of one of them, so I hope that's not the one. Yeah, so this is just going to be a smaller cemetery. I think there's like 8 people buried there, but it's one of these old cemeteries from the 1800s. The Russell family. I think there's some of the old homes down along Gradyville Road were built by them. There's a number of cool old stone houses down there, which some are private residences. And there's a kind of a story about one of the graves. I think the one person, I forget his name. It's written down in my notes, but supposedly he was buried standing up because he was a fox hunter. So he wanted to be, and he had hounds that would chase the foxes. So he was buried standing up so he could hear his dogs or his hounds or something like that. Kind of an odd little story, but. So it is a known location in this area, so there should be a trail that does take us there. Hopefully. I mean, unfortunately, this area pretty much looks like like a disaster hit it. All the trees cut down, and I'm not sure what they were. Anyway. Doesn't make for the best scenery. But it is still a beautiful spring, well, I was gonna say spring day, but technically it's not spring yet, but it sure feels like it. Okay, so there should be a gas line that goes up here, like a clearing. I'm thinking there should be a trail that takes us up that way. We'll find out. Yeah, so here's the gas line. Kind of goes up the hill there. But we're gonna head up the gas line now. I think our cemetery is up in there somewhere, hopefully. All right. Well, we made it up that hill. Down there was that trail. Get a little bit of a view from up here. And there is, of course, the gas line continues this way, but there's another trail up here that bisects the gas line. So I'm just gonna go this way for a little bit first, because I think that cemetery is up here somewhere. None of these trails have names, so I can't tell you what trail I'm on. So there's one that goes off that way. Yeah, this looks interesting, because this takes us to the devastation. I'm hoping the cemetery wasn't. Oh, you know what? I see the cemetery up there in the midst of all the. I wonder if there was a tornado or something that came through here. And that's what happened. You know, that might be it. Because I vaguely remember someone filming a cemetery, and there was a bunch of like tornado damage from downed trees. I wonder if this is the area. I'll have to research that when I get home. Yeah, because I see the stone wall up there. So maybe there wasn't any logging here. Yeah, there it is. Oops. Lots of downed trees. Yeah, this is our cemetery. Wow. Yeah, there's the sign. Russell Family Cemetery on Hunting Hill. Because that's difficult to read. Jesse Russell. I think that's the guy that was, they say was buried standing up. Mary Russell, and can't really read the rest. But here they be. Neat little spot, minus all the damage. Yeah. Like I said, I'll have to research that. Maybe, I do remember there being, someone had filmed and there was a cemetery in the midst of a bunch of tornado damage. Yeah, because a lot of these trees look uprooted rather than just like cut down. Alright. Yeah, like even here, this looks, you know, these are uprooted. So well, let's head on in, get a closer look since we're here. That gate needs a little bit of help. Yes, I think they said there's 8 burials in here altogether. Looks like a Priscilla Russell. I can read that one, that name. it looks like that might have broke off of there. Can't quite make that one out. So one of these is Jesse. Yeah, that one over there is just an old field stone. That's probably one of the older ones. So 1, 2, 3. So there probably is one there and one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm guessing. Yeah, there is some lettering on that one, but it's pretty much gone. Yeah, when I did research on this one last night, one website described the cemetery as being in a nice little copse of trees, C-O-P-S-E, a copse of trees up on top of a hill, and that's why I didn't really kind of recognize the area at first, because the trees are all gone. Yeah, it does. It looks like mass destruction up here is probably what happened. All right, but it's still. I mean, it'd be cool if all the trees were still here, and this is kind of like in the understory of the forest, but it's still here. Fairly undamaged. I mean, I don't know if that one tombstone was broken because a tree landed on it, but up here it is on top of this hill. But in time, the forest will regrow, and this will all heal. And once again, these people will be buried in a nice little copse of trees up on top of the hill. So I am going to leave a channel sticker here. It wasn't quite what I was expecting up here, but now that I'm up here, it does kind of look familiar, like I said from another video. But I will leave one up here, and I will put the coordinates for this location down below in the description of the video, because there's different trails that lead up here, so whichever way you want to take, or you can follow the way I took in the video. But like I said, there's multiple ways to get up here. It's right on top of the devastation up here. Alright, so the channel sticker has been placed. It's here in the very back. There's some loose rocks up here. You do not have to lift the rocks up to find it. It's probably not the best idea. And this mortar was not here when I came. I put it up there, so I didn't pull it out. But the channel sticker is right back in there, this little baggie. So you don't have to lift any of these rocks up to do any further damage to this cemetery. I just put some of these pieces of mortar back in here. I'll probably put another piece. All this mortar is already fallen out. I didn't pull it out. So there it is. So these things were already on the ground. So you don't have to do any damage, and I didn't, for those that are concerned, I didn't do any damage placing the sticker back there. Alright, so that's where it is. Just one last look at the place. It is a quaint little spot. It would just be nice if it was still all nice and forested up here, but man, wow, talk about destruction. Yeah, because even I was looking at a tree out there, you can see how all the upper branches are stripped off. That's typical tornado damage. So I was wrong about the logging, but man, yeah. There's the Russell family. So if you do come up here, just be careful, be respectful of the place. You don't have to come up here and do any stupid things. Like there's some, I'm not sure what this is, like there's bones up here. I don't think that's human, these look more recent, but yeah, I don't know what people come up here and do. I read that sometimes during Halloween, people come up here and do stupid stuff. So that doesn't need to be you though. Alright. So yeah, cool little spot to visit. Come and visit the Russell family. Like I said, you don't have to do any damage to the stone wall there to find the channel sticker. Just pull out those pieces of mortar, which are already on the ground. Just reach in there and pull the little baggie out with the sticker in. And it's yours. Channel sticker number 8. And like I said, just be respectful of what's here. It survived a tornado, so yeah, it doesn't need to deal with any other further damage from humans. Alright, I'm going to pack up and get going. You know, in the spring and summer, it will green up a lot more out here. Right now, just the devastation too is just because it's still all brown, nothing green up here. But that'll change. It'll green up this summer, look a lot better. Such is life. All right. And speaking of channel stickers, I did want to share with you that channel sticker number 7 has been found. Todd and Stephanie went up there to, was at Randall's Kettle Run Nature Preserve and got it. I know several other people went looking for it too. Just want to quick mention it. I'm actually filming at another location. Forgot to mention that for this video, but I wanted to throw that in, and I'll quick throw up their picture of them finding it. So yeah, you know, and as with this sticker here, if you find it, you can go ahead and send me a message and a picture, and I'll share that in a future video. So as always, thanks for watching. I do plan on filming a few more locations today. Might as well, it's a beautiful day. Okay, I think I'm gonna head just nearby here is the Tyler Arboretum. Some interesting trees and some trails to walk around. I'm gonna check that out today. And maybe find some other ruins, another location. All right, I will see you around.